hanging out with the guy I chatted with last week as he came across the scale. Dillon Paddock won his qualifying heat for the 305s here at Land of Legends. Ran second late in the race, did a slide job in the last corner. It didn't work. He went underneath Daryl Ruggles. Daryl Ruggles got him back. Dillon Paddock had to settle for second place. He won a race a few years ago, but unfortunately was 2 pounds light. So I know you really wanted that one last week, didn't you, Dillon?
Oh yeah, I mean, every time we show up, that's what we come to race for, is, always try to win. So, yeah, that one sucked, but, last year ended pretty rough, hurting the car, and then we kind of ended the year a little bit early, then, came out in our first 2 races weren't that great, but, we kind of found some speed last week and finished, put a good night together, and, we just need to be a little bit better.
I asked you before we hit the record what you could have done different. Tell me you should have looked around a little, huh?
Yeah, I should have probably searched around a little bit earlier, maybe try to, flirt with the bottom a little bit in 1 and 2, and, kind of just see, maybe could have made something happen there. But, I had a lot of speed, running the top. Just wasn't too comfortable, didn't know what to expect if I was to go down there.
Okay. Is that a common thing? I mean, you just like the outside, or was that just last week?
I mean, you just hold it wide open and...
okay, do that on the bottom then.
I know, right?
Okay.
But, no, I just need to, be maybe a little bit more patient and, try different things.
Well, I would think with experience, since you have a couple of years where Daryl's been racing for, since the 90s, I would think that having that in your head to actually look around when you're second, third, or fourth, it kind of goes against what you're thinking at the time about I got to go, right?
Right, yeah, exactly. But, that's a nice thing. We can go back and rewatch these races on Land of Legends TV and, you get to watch the whole race and, see what we could have done differently and, learn from our mistakes and, learn what to do better next week.
So you said you watched the slide job a bunch of times.
Oh, yeah,
what could you have done, like maybe 2 to go or something?
Maybe try to just throw a short slider or maybe, go out and send it in the bottom of 1 and, maybe, I don't know, he was driving off the middle of 4, so maybe just could have got in front of him, maybe blocked him and messed his line up a little bit. But at the end of the day, he's been doing it a long time.
Yeah.
And, learn what to do better next time, and maybe, I don't know.
At that moment in the race, it didn't look like you could just go to the outside in 3 and 4. 1 and 2 looked different, were they?
Maybe a little bit, not really. Top was really fast for me. I could just run it in a lot harder and carry a lot more speed in the corner, but off exit there really wasn't a whole lot before compared to 2.
Yeah, because I saw a couple people try to go out there, and I can't think of one person where they actually made that work. Right. Does it just get marbly up there, or?
Yeah, it's just kind of blown off and super gritty, just kind of nothing really there. So you'd be about quarter throttle coming out of the corner.
Yeah. Heat races are different though. You can make that work in the heat, can't you?
Yeah, actually, we forgot to sign in last week, which I still haven't done yet.
Well, I'll take you over right after this. I want to make sure you do it.
Starting back at the heat race, and obviously there's a few cautions, a few wrecks, and end up winning the heat race. And but it was super wide and slick, and we could pass cars. So hopefully kind of the same thing tonight, and not too dusty. Last weekend was pretty good. So.
And I know Steve Glover watches these, so Steve, if you're watching this, we're thinking about you and hoping you're going to get back. That was not your heat, or was that your heat?
That was my heat, actually.
That was your heat. Okay.
Yeah. So hoping the best for him, and hopefully for a speedy recovery. I know that was a big hit. You don't ever want to see that.
No, I saw the frame, and HIPAA laws, we can't say anything, but there were multiple things that he had to deal with. So Steve, we're thinking, because I remember you said that was the longest heat race I'd ever been in.
I didn't really know what the circumstances was at the time, but yeah, glad he's okay, and everything's going.
Were you in front of it or behind it?
I was actually right behind it, and I just saw him launch off a right rear, and after that I couldn't really see because of the right plate panel. So.
And then you heard red,
red,
and
came to a stop.
Okay. And I know I asked you this last week, but we didn't have as much time as we have now. Do you think about that? I mean, do you think, oh, Jesus, that must have been Steve, or do you try to stay focused? Just think about what you're doing.
Really, just try to stay focused. But I mean, that red was pretty long, so
it was.
Loosen up the belts and take a look over there to see what's going on. But,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, once we're going, you don't really think too much about it, and it kind of just erases everything, and back in race mode. So.
Could you have gotten out of the car, or would they not allow that? I don't really guess. I guess I really don't know the rules on that.
I have to get someone to tighten me back in, but no, just loosen up your shoulder belts and just take a breather.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's hope nothing like that happens tonight. And you're going to get one this year, right?
I sure hope so. I mean, thankful to have all my all my guys, all my sponsors still supporting me from last year. They've stuck by my side, and you know, they definitely deserve one. So that's the goal every night we come pull into the pits, and yeah, hopefully we can get one.
I didn't see it, but I heard from somebody else. Steve Hubbins, or something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. Steve's great. He's a great announcer. We're lucky to have him here at Land of Legends. So he's a big supporter of everyone, and you know, he's a good guy to have the track.
Yeah, and even though it might have sounded to some of you guys like maybe he was rooting for Dillon, I will say this: as an announcer for 16 years, if there's 5 guys in the top 5 and one of them hasn't won, that tends to be the guy I'm rooting for. I mean, that's just human nature, isn't it, Dillon?
He loves a new winner, so.
Yeah, who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
I was looking forward to it. I mean, not that I'm, you know, but.
Yeah, we need to start turning these seconds into first.
Yeah.
So.
We're going to get on the wing when it happens?
I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out if you get there or not.
Yep.
Okay. Good to see you again. Good luck. This is probably going to be the next new winner here at Land of Legends, Dillon Paddock. And remember, this time, drink a water, eat a burger, get a couple of pounds in you before you take the green. That way you'll make the scale, right?
Put some rocks in my pocket.
There you go. That'll work right there. So you take care. Good talking to you, man.
Thank you.
Need me